Good morning, students. I welcome you all for the online session of economics class. Myself, Padmaja. Today, we will be going to learn about some macroeconomic identities. Gross domestic product measures the aggregate production of final goods and services taking place within the domestic economy during a year, but the whole of it may not accrue to the citizens of the country. For example, a citizen of India working in Saudi Arabia may be earning her wage and it will be included in the Saudi Arabian GDP, that is gross domestic product. Here it is saying that whatever gross domestic product is measured, the aggregate production of final goods and services means whatever thing is produced in an accounting year, goods or either the services, that is calculated in the calculation of GDP. But one example, by giving one example here, one question has been asked: a citizen of India working in Saudi Arabia may be earning her wage and it will be included in the Saudi Arabian GDP. But legally speaking, she is an Indian, so her economy must be calculated in India. Is there a way to take into account the earnings made by Indians abroad or by the factors of production owned by Indians? When we try to do this, in order to maintain symmetry, we must deduct the earnings of the foreigners who are working within our domestic economy or the payments to the factors of production owned by the foreigners. For example, the profit earned by Korean owned Hyundai car factory will have to be subtracted from the GDP of India. The macroeconomic variable which takes into account such additions and subtraction is known as gross national product, that is GNP. It is therefore defined as follows: GNP equals to GDP plus factor income earned by the domestic factors of production employed in rest of the world minus factor income earned by the factors of production of the rest of the world employed in the domestic economy. Or we can write in another formula, that is G gross national product equals identity GDP plus net factor income from abroad. Net factor income from abroad is the same formula, that is factor income earned by the factors of production of the rest of the world minus factor income earned by the domestic factors of production employed in the rest of the world. I think the point is clear. Factor income we already learned in the beginning of the chapter, that profit, interest, this all are the factor income. Net factor income from abroad. Factor income earned by the domestic factors of production employed in the rest of the world minus factor income earned by the factors of production of the rest of the world employed in the domestic economy. We have already noted that a part of the capital gets consumed during the year due to wear and tear. This wear and tear is called depreciation. Naturally, depreciation does not become part of anybody's income. If we deduct depreciation from GNP, the measure of aggregate income that we obtain is called net national product, that is NNP. Thus, NNP formula gets, or NNP identity, to GNP minus depreciation. Gross national product we already calculated in the beginning. Gross national product, again I am showing the formula, that is GDP plus net factor income from abroad. It is to be noted that all these variables are evaluated at market prices. Through the expression given above, we get the value of NNP evaluated at market prices. But market prices include indirect taxes. When indirect taxes are imposed on goods and services, their prices go up. Indirect taxes accrue to the government. We have to deduct them from NNP, that is net national product, evaluated at market prices in order to calculate that part of NNP which actually accrues to the factors of production. Similarly, there may be subsidies granted by the government on the prices of some commodities. In India, petrol is heavily taxed by the government, whereas cooking gas is subsidized. So we need to add subsidies to the NNP evaluated at market prices. The measure that we obtain by doing so is called NNP at factor cost or national income. Student, please remember this formula, that is net national product at factor cost, because in future we will be also learning about net national product at market price. This both the calculation differs because here we are taking factor cost, and there only we will consider the market price of the goods, not the services. Let us see more about the calculation of NI, national income. Thus, NNP a factor cost identity national income. Identity NNP at market price minus NNP minus indirect taxes minus subsidies. That is net indirect tax. Net indirect tax formula is this only, students. Please see, indirect tax minus subsidies. That comes in net indirect taxes. Identity NNP at market price minus net indirect tax, that is net indirect tax identity equals to indirect tax minus subsidies. So that was the formula to calculate the national income, and our chapter was that only, to calculate the national income on the basis of aggregate. We can further subdivide the national income into smaller categories. Let us try to find the expression for the part of NI which is received by households. We shall call this personal income, PI. First, let us note that out of NI, which is earned by the firms and government enterprises, a part of profit is not distributed among the factors of production. This is called undistributed profit. Let me explain once again. The part of the profit, the personal income PI, let us note that out of a national income which is earned by the firms and government enterprise, a part of profit is not distributed among the factors of production, and that part of profit which is not distributed is known as undistributed profit. What is personal income is, I think it is clear to people. The income which is generated by the exchange of goods and services all over by the individual is known as personal income. We have to deduct UP, undistributed profit, from national income to arrive at personal income. Since undistributed profit does not accrue to the household, similarly corporate tax, which is imposed on the earning made by the firms, will also have to be deducted from the NI.